Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Good morning, and welcome to Dalhousie University's Spring Convocation. My name is Terry Balser. I'm Dalhousie's Provost and will be your Master of Ceremonies today. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that Dalhousie University is located in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq, and pay my respects to the elders. Wilaleu. Please be seated. There are two times on university campuses that are of particular significance. The first is at the start of each year when we welcome our new students to campus. And the second is at the end when we come together, as we are today, to celebrate the completion of your programs. For many, this day comes with a range of emotions. sadness at leaving behind a community and a place, or perhaps eagerness to move on from this place, possibly fear for those who aren't sure what's next, and certainly gratitude for all those who supported you along the way. But above all, I hope you feel pride. I certainly do. You've done what many people only dream of, and you should be proud of the accomplishment. But whatever the emotion, Convocation marks the end of years of hard work, a turning point, and an opportunity for a new chapter. And that is definitely something to celebrate. So, feel free to show your enthusiasm and cheer for the newest graduates of the Dalhousie family. You're more than welcome to move around the auditorium for photographs, but please be careful not to block the people behind you. And please do share your best pictures with us on Twitter at #DalGrad. And as always, Convocation is being webcast, so you can have the thorough pleasure of watching it over and over and over again through the Dal website. Now, I'd like to recognize the people on the stage today and in the audience who have contributed to and been committed to your success all the way along. These include your dean and associate dean, as well as numerous faculty members, staff, and administrators. They are essential to all that we do. And last, let me just take a moment to introduce the individuals who will participate during the ceremony, as well as a few other members of our platform party specifically. So, we'd like to acknowledge Elder Jane Abram with the Millbrook First Nation. A.N. McClellan, our Chancellor. Peter Mackinnon, Interim President and Vice Chancellor. Peter Fardy, Vice President Advancement. Dr. Kevin Hewitt, Chair of the Senate. Dr. Catherine Harmon, Vice Chair of Senate. Dr. David Anderson, Dean of the Faculty of Medicine. Dr. Eileen Denovan Wright, Associate Dean, Faculty of Grad Studies. Dr. Ron Stewart, who received an honorary degree from Dal in spring of 2017 and is a professor emeritus with the Faculty of Medicine. Donna Bourne-Tyson, University Librarian. Dr. Ivan Joseph, University Beadle and Vice Provost Student Affairs. Dr. Jonathan Wan, Assistant Professor, Department of Psychiatry, who will be reading the Hippocratic Oath with the graduates this morning. Dr. Christine Short, Head of the Department of Medicine and our Convocation speaker. I'd also like to highlight the medicine associate or assistant deans here today. Would the following individuals also please stand to be acknowledged? So, Dr. Darrell White, Senior Associate Dean. Dr. Evelyn Sutton, Associate Dean, Undergraduate Medical Education. Dr. Jennifer Hall, Associate Dean, Dalhousie Medical, New Brunswick. Dr. Valerie Schapp, Assistant Dean, Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies. Dr. Simon Field, Assistant Dean, Clerkship. Dr. Andrea Rideout, Assistant Dean, Admissions. Dr. Joanne McDonald, Assistant Dean, Student Affairs. Dr. Carolyn Thompson, Assistant Dean, Resident Affairs. And Dr. Lisa Sutherland, Director, Student and Resident Affairs. And we also thank all the family and friends and supporters who joined us today to celebrate the graduating students. So, it's now my pleasure to ask Interim President and Vice Chancellor of Dalhousie University, Peter Mackinnon, to give the opening remarks.
Good morning. Welcome, Chancellor McClellan, members of the academic procession, parents, family, guests, and particularly our graduates. Before I begin my formal remarks, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something special about this convocation season. In the past, a university mace was placed at center stage to signal the start of each ceremony. While the mace served Dalhousie well over the years, in 2016, the university established a mace revisioning committee to craft an object that better reflects modern Dalhousie and the diversity of the Dal community and its values, while still paying tribute to the university's history and heritage. Earlier this month, at our first convocation ceremony at the agricultural campus, we unveiled Dalhousie's new Dawn Staff of Place and Belonging. The staff was created by award-winning Mi'kmaq artist Alan Syllaboy and collaborator Mark Austin. They worked with artists and craftspeople from diverse communities across Nova Scotia to bring it to life. With the new Dawn staff, we journey proudly into our third century, informed by the past and inspired for the future. Please join me in thanking the artists and collaborators, some of whom are here today, for their work on this important project. So convocation is a wonderful time of year for students, for those who have supported their studies, for those of us who work at Dalhousie. Seeing graduates cross the stage and posing for photos with family and friends on our beautiful campus is a source of immense pride and joy. If you will permit me a moment of reflection, I cannot help but think of my own graduation from Dalhousie when I received my Bachelor of Arts degree 50 years ago in the spring of 1969. As I reflect on my half-century of life since then, the most prominent theme relates to the changes I have witnessed at Dalhousie, in Halifax, in Canada, and the world. Nothing endures but change, said the Greek philosopher Heraclitus more than 2,000 years ago. And while he was speaking of the cosmos, his words apply to earthly life as well. I cite as one example my arrival 50 years ago at Queen's University to begin my legal education. There was a new offering in the curriculum, a first at Queen's or at any Canadian law school. The new course was called Computers and the Law, and it was taught by a professor, Hugh Lawford. The course was quickly the object of sarcasm, even derision on the part of our class. What serious law student would take computers and the law? Must be some kind of flaky bird course in which you didn't have to do much work and it would be easy to acquire an A. Serious law students take real estate transactions, commercial law, wills and estate planning, taxation, not some peripheral, impractical, and quaint offering called Computers and the Law. Well, looking back now, Professor Lawford and his new class in Computers and the Law foretold a revolution in law, in legal practice, in law libraries, legal research, and legal services. The late Professor Lawford is remembered as a pioneer who saw change coming, who understood its emerging shape, and who stepped out from the crowd to lead it. Nothing endures but change. And that brings us back to the full meaning of today. What change will you face? What shall be the political, technological, environmental, employment, and personal changes that you will encounter? How adaptable to change will you be? Will you lead it? Will you watch it? Will you resist it? The single greatest preparation for adaptation and leadership is advanced education, and that is the real meaning of today. Your families and friends, your instructors, and all who contribute in any way to Dalhousie University celebrate and salute your success. I am fortunate enough to join them and to join you in this well-earned celebration. Warmest congratulations and very best wishes always. Thank you.
I now ask our graduates to please rise. Madam Chancellor, as Chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees on those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto, those candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of that degree and whose names have been approved by Senate. Admito vos ad gradum.
Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Good morning. I invite the Faculty of Medicine class of 2019 to stand. and Dr. Jonathan Wan to lead our graduates in the Hippocratic Oath. Members of the audience and platform party who also have a medical degree are invited to join in reciting the oath on page 14 of your program. Dr. Wan.
Good morning and congratulations, class of 2019. The Hippocratic Oath has served as a guide of conduct for the medical profession throughout the ages. As early as the 5th century, Hippocrates recognized medicine as a profession heralding services to patients, learners, and society while maintaining the highest standards of professionalism. Today, the class of 2019 wishes to take the oath to declare their commitment to the principles of Hippocrates' Code of Ethics. Their declaration will be essential to their identity as physicians, as the Doctor of Medicine degree they received today. So if the graduates want to flip to page 14 of their program, we'll read it together. In reciting this oath, we graduates declare allegiance to an ancient, honorable, and durable tradition, their survival of which is important for the welfare of the sick and of society. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply, for the benefit of the sick, all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not, nor will I fall to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially must I tread with care in matters of life and death. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibilities includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live, and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who may seek my help. Graduates, we now welcome you to the honorable profession of medicine. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Class of 2019, we have been witnesses to your pledge and hope that you will continue to hold these principles throughout your career. You may be seated.
I now call upon Dr. David Anderson, Dean with Medicine, to present the candidates who are here today receiving degrees, followed by Dr. Eileen Donovan-Wright, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, to present the candidates who are here today receiving higher degrees.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Abdi Hamid Yusuf Abdi Halim. Laura Kathleen Allen. Denise Claire Amiro. Kirsten Adeline Amos. Siwar Aga. Samuel Frederick Armstrong with distinction. Logan Tyler James Atkinson. Chanaka P. Attelgale. John Enrico Bartolocci. Mark Andrew Bartolocci. Guy Michael Barzan. Bogdan Mihai Becca. Curtis Andrew Black. Carmen Helen Eileen Boudreau. Rachel Johanna Ginn Boyle with distinction. Amy Nicole Brown. Christopher Mark Bryant. Sarah Elizabeth Bryson. Kristen Brianne Callahan with distinction. Saptarshi Chowdhury in absentia. Benjamin John Clark with distinction. Braden Barry Connell. Emma Grace Crowley. Lauren Caitlin Curry with distinction. Leanne Delaney. Brandon Dion in absentia. Anna Margaret Duncan. Robert John Dunfield. Laura Elizabeth Faulkner. James Owen Fowler. Sheena Joanne Caitlin George. Rosalind Julia Gerson. Amanda Kathleen Glenn with distinction. Joshua Daniel Goodwin. Sean Patrick Gormley. Emily Murray Gray. Janet Lee Green. Alexa Lynn Grodzinski. Courtney Lynn Gullickson with distinction. Andrew Hanna. Stacy Ann Hannanen. Virginia Catherine Hart. Scott Lewis Haslam. With distinction. Linda Joyce Hernandez Lopez. Intikhab Hossein. Douglas Salvatore Macaulay Iaboni. Fatima Imran. Jonathan Eric Jean. Danielle Jenkins in absentia. Andrew Jin. Shiva Kale. Matthew Brent Kenny. Taha Fatima Khan. James Allen Kyberd. Lauren Emily Keary. Rosalinda Oyland Knight. Vladislav Kovalik. Matthew Kumar. Victoria Kuta. Hans William Lafford. Tarek Lowen. Matthew Patrick Joseph Lee. Samantha Gertrude Leonard. Warda Vidyadhar LeMay. Matthew Philip Lowe. Landon Patrick McDonald. Duncan McGilvery. Jessica Nita McIntyre. Alexander Nicholas Lloyd McClellan. Amber Lee McClellan. Chad Arthur McLeod. Anastasia Mary Irene McCarville. Connor Ryan McGuire. Graham Mark McIntyre. Anna Lauren McLean. Fiona Faith Milne. Christopher Michael Patrick Moran. Lauren Teresa Morrison. Afroz Mustafa in absentia. And Samuel Mosier in absentia. Elizabeth Munn with distinction. Munaha Afroz Mustafa. I'm gonna have to get my team. Patrick William Murphy. Tara Siobhan Murphy. Aruba Narula. Colleen O'Connor. Jonathan Jordan Uhr. Emily Jean O'Reilly. Brendan Patrick Murphy Phillips. Megan Dawn Plotnick. Chad Alexander Purcell. Mary Irene Purcell. Shannon Louise Rasmussen. Danielle Amy Ryu. Ashley Megan Robinson. Nicholas Joseph Seiko. Joseph Murray Sanford. Yaish Sardiwala in absentia. Prashanth Sasidaran. Aishat Sawson. Marissa Ann Lena Sherwood. Claire Slavin Stewart. Matthew Christopher Spear. Louis James Staple. Christopher Stone in absentia. Saif Fundeen Syed. Kathleen Serena Taylor. Kathleen Alexandra Tozer. Sarah Elizabeth McVicker Tremaine. Jillian Anna Tweedy. Michael Frantisek Vakulik. Janeska Vonkeman. Alex Michael Wynot. Luke Kenneth Wiseman. Julia Colleen Wright. Abinaya Yadella. Brent Michael Young. Ali Yousefi. Natasha Zatazalo. Kader Saad Zimo. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Doctor of Medicine.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the Master of Science. May El Sharif. Casey Michael Arthur Jones. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of those candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Science. Madam Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is the highest earned degree awarded by the university and as such represents the culmination of the candidate's educational achievement. I am pleased to present to you the following candidates who, through thesis and examination, have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Madam Chancellor, the awarding of the PhD degree completes a long cooperation between the student and their thesis advisor. We are pleased in this ceremony also to recognize the supervisors of this doctoral candidate, and we ask the supervisors to stand and present the parchment to the graduate following hooding. Following the awarding of the degree and hooding, it is with great pleasure I invite our newest PhDs to join the faculty on stage. Dudley Chung, Supervisor, Dr. Graham Dallaire. Hirad Amir Faradouni, Supervisor Dr. Susan Howlett. Wasundara Fernando, Supervisor Dr. David Hoskins and Dr. Vasantha Rupasinghe. Madam Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
It's now my pleasure to call upon Dean David Anderson to present the recipient of the C.B. Stewart Gold Medal in Medicine.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to call forward Dr. Samuel Armstrong to receive the C.B. Stewart Gold Medal in Medicine. The C.B. Stewart Gold Medal is awarded annually on graduation to the student standing highest in the regular medical course, provided that he or she has reached the high standing set by the faculty for that purpose. Sam is a native of Bedford, Nova Scotia, entering the Faculty of Medicine in 2015 following graduation with academic distinction from Dalhousie University's Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy program. His high academic performance continued in his medical studies. Sam will be awarded the Dr. Clara Olding Prize for highest standing in the clinical years, the Dr. W.H. Hattie Prize for the highest standing in medicine at the completion of fourth year, as well as the Dr. Robert F. Scarf Award in emergency medicine for outstanding combination of clinical ability, motivation, and professionalism in emergency medicine, all in addition to graduating with distinction. Sam has contributed to his peers in medical school life as chair for the Dalhousie Medical Student Society during his second year, Euphoria co-chair from 2017 to 19, emergency medicine clerkship representative, and co-chair of the Emergency Medicine Interest Group. His volunteer work included participating in the recreational therapy volunteer for the Community Transitions Unit, videographer for the Canadian Federation of Medical Students, and the Halifax Area Network for the Drug-Using People, as well as organizing annual clinics to administer flu vaccines to classmates. When Sam was asked for input on receiving this award as to what he would like to be included, this is what he offered. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my amazing partner, Alyssa, and my family for being such huge supports through the ups and downs of medical school journey. I'd like to give a massive shout out to the class of 2019 with special mention to a group called the Back Row Boys for being such wonderful, supportive, inclusive, and fun group. They have made the past 4 years a joy to be a part of. He said that following his CARMS interview tour, one thing became clear. Dalhousie Medicine is the best medical school in Canada. President and Chancellor take note. My clinical experiences were consistently the best in the Maritimes, and the program created a strong support network for its students from day one. Finally, he's thrilled to be joining Dalhousie Dermatology Residency Program and looks forward to eventually serving the Maritime community. It is with my sincere pleasure that I ask you, Madam Chancellor, to present Dr. Samuel Armstrong with the C.B. Stewart Gold Medal.
It's now my pleasure to call upon Associate Dean Donovan Wright to present the recipient of the Governor General's Gold Medal in the Natural Sciences and Engineering.
The Governor General's Gold Medal in the Natural Sciences and Engineering for 2019 is awarded to Ms. Alexandra Legg. Alexandra Legg graduated with the degree of Masters of Science in Community Health and Epidemiology in the October 2018 Convocation. The title of her master's thesis was Constructing and Validating a Frailty Index as a Novel Health Measure in Systemic Lupus Erythematosus. Ms. Legg excelled in every course she took. The word brilliant is not an overstatement. Most importantly, she was eager to learn. In class, Alex was always prepared, asked excellent questions, and enriched and contributed to discussions without dominating it. Faculty members were unanimously impressed with her level of organization and her respect for instructors and committee members' time. In the 8-year program, she achieved 6 grades of A+ and 2 grades of A. These results are the highest in the 25-year history of the MSc program. Her thesis included 4 manuscripts, the most ever that we're aware of in our program. 2 of the manuscripts have already been published or accepted for publication in peer-reviewed journals. Her thesis document was the cleanest that the committee had ever read. The external examiner commented on the impressive quality and quantity of the thesis work and judged the work to represent a novel contribution to the field. Madam Chancellor, we are proud to recognize the achievements of Alexandra Legg of the Department of Community Health and Epidemiology with the award of the Governor General's Gold Medal in the Natural Sciences and Engineering for 2019.
Please join me in congratulating all of the graduates with your applause. At this point, I would also like to call attention to the families and friends of our graduates. We know that Convocation is an important occasion for you as well as your graduate. I'm sure all of our graduates recognize that they would not be where they are today without your love and support. So we want to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to you for the role you have played in nurturing Dalhousie's newest graduates. I now ask the graduates and the onstage party to rise as you're able. Graduates, your family and friends have been applauding you all afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is. Now it's your turn to honor them with cheers and applause. Please be seated.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Christine Short. After receiving her Doctor of Medicine from Dalhousie University, Dr. Short pursued postgraduate medical training in physical medicine and rehabilitation, also at Dalhousie. She accepted appointments at Dal and the QE2 Health Sciences Center upon receiving her fellowship from the Royal College of Physicians of Canada in 1999. She recently served as Division Head Service Chief of the Division of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation and now serves as Department Head District Chief for the Department of Medicine. Dr. Short's research interests include studying medications that help improve walking and function in multiple sclerosis, treatment for severe neuropathic pain and spasticity. Her goal is to improve people's quality of life by improving function and reducing pain and suffering. Dr. Short also has an interest in women's health. In her work as a clinician, she has found that women with MS and spinal cord injury face gender-specific challenges. She is examining women's health issues in both conditions. It is with great pleasure that I ask Dr. Christine Short to address Convocation. Dr. Short.
I've been a proud member of the Faculty of Medicine at Dalhousie since 1999. I want to thank President Mackinnon, our Dean, Dr. Anderson, and all of you at Dalhousie for the opportunity to give this address today. It is an honor to stand here on this stage with Madam Chancellor and all our distinguished guests, and before you, the class of 2019, your families and your friends. I sat in this very auditorium 25 years ago ready to embark on my career in medicine. So it is a milestone for me this year as well, and a privilege to be here today to share a few words with you. The first thing I want to do is congratulate you. I think you all should give yourselves a big round of applause. The milestone you have met today is an incredible accomplishment, and you should be so very proud. Now, take a deep breath and let it out. A big sigh of relief. All the exams are done, the classes are over, the long hours of studying, the long days of clerkship, the studying in the lab. Well, at least for a day or two. Until the next phase of your journey begins, which for many of you will be residency training, so hold on to your hats. Today, though, you become doctors. This will become an important part of who you are for the rest of your lives. Cherish this new identity. Take pride in it. Use the privilege you've worked so hard for to better the world around you. You are now embarking on a lifelong career of learning. So if you thought the learning was over, it's just starting. Every day you will learn something new, sometimes many things. I don't say this to scare you, but to excite you. This is one of the most exhilarating things about a career in medicine or medical sciences. It's always changing. You're always learning. It's never boring, and there's always a new challenge. Don't run from it. Embrace it. The early days can be a little daunting. No more ending notes with discuss with Dr. So-and-so. You are Dr. So-and-so now. Have you ever heard of Imposter Syndrome? It's defined as a collection of feelings of inadequacy that persist despite evident success, the success you're all experiencing today. You have trained so hard and learned so much, but you will naturally still have your moments of doubt. I got married a week after finishing medical school. So a week after medical school, we were on the plane traveling to our honeymoon destination. And over the PA system comes an announcement. Is there a doctor on the plane? So I'm sitting by my husband, settling in for the flight. I'm in my own little world, and my husband elbows me. I look at him just as they announce it again. Is there a doctor on the plane? And it hits me, holy you know what. I'm a doctor. Then all the thoughts flood in. Imposter syndrome. I'm not smart enough, talented enough, strong enough to be a doctor. What if I don't know what's wrong with this person? What if I make a mistake? And just as I was working myself into a frenzy, my husband looked at me reassuringly and ushered me into the aisle to identify myself. It all turned out well, or I probably wouldn't be sharing the story. The patient had low blood sugar, and to my great relief, a more seasoned physician was also on the plane, and we treated the patient together. A bottle of champagne and a big thank you from the flight crew awaited me when we landed. Imposter syndrome. Many of you will experience this as you transition into residency or furthering your research careers, and later as you transition into full medical careers, and for that matter, anytime you transition into a new role. It is natural, so embrace it. And don't be too hard on yourselves. It's healthy. It keeps us honest with ourselves. It keeps us in a cycle of continuous improvement, and you will find your medical community is always there, and there'll always be someone to support you through it. I didn't learn about imposter syndrome in medical school or even in residency training for that matter. I learned about it much later when I started my leadership journey. After I learned about it, I was so relieved. It was a thing, and everyone had it to some degree or another. And I had wished I'd known about it years before, as it would have made several moments in my career much easier. This is why I'm talking to you about it today. As part of lifelong learning, you'll be gathering more and more medical knowledge. That toolbox is already quite full from the last 4 years, and soon it'll be overflowing. It will become easy and natural to keep up with this information. I want to say a few words about another important toolbox: leadership. As a physician and as graduate scientists, you are already leaders. You will be called upon to lead in many areas throughout your career. I encourage you to look for opportunities to learn about leadership and build those skills. I think leadership knowledge and skills is my second most important toolbox. I came across my leadership opportunities a bit later in my career, And as I started to accrue some of those skills, I realized how important they were in allowing me to be an even better doctor. As physicians, no matter if you find yourself in clinical practice or in a more formal leadership position, you will find these skills crucially important to your success. My leadership training has helped me to be a better communicator at work with my colleagues and my patients, and even at home with my family. It has given me a valuable framework to understand problems and move to solutions. It has given me insight into my own blind spots and helped me grow as a person. It has opened doors to me that I never would have imagined, and although I continue to maintain a clinical practice where I participate in and love direct patient care, it has exposed me to a whole new way to affect patient care and the health of my community and the academic mission of our department at a broader level. They told me I had up to 10 minutes to give this address, but in my lifelong learning, I have discovered that I lose my audience attention after about 6. So I think it's time to wrap up. In conclusion, I wish you many blessings in the coming years. My advice, if you want it, be kind. Be true to yourselves and those around you. Whether colleagues or patients, treat them with respect and kindness. This, you will find, goes a long way to make the tough moments and conversations so much easier and so much more successful. Be kind to yourselves. You can't give your best to those around you if you don't take care of yourself. In 2017, the World Medical Association was very wise to add these words to the Declaration of Geneva. It now says, I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. Honor your pledge and take care of yourselves, not just those around you. Most importantly, and finally, have fun. You have received this wonderful gift to practice something you will love to do for the rest of your working lives. So enjoy it. Best of luck, everyone.
Thank you, Christine. Graduates, as you leave the auditorium today, you will officially become part of the Dalhousie alumni family of more than 135,000 people around the world. I have no doubt the next chapter will bring many new experiences and opportunities, and no matter where your path takes you, there are many ways to stay connected with Dal, and we hope that you do. Members of the Alumni Association will be presenting you with your alumni pin on the way out of the ceremony today, and we hope you wear the pin with pride. Congratulations, and welcome to the Dalhousie alumni family. Graduates and guests, the business of Convocation is concluded. Everyone is invited to a reception to be held in the sculpture court following this ceremony. After the singing of O Canada, you are requested to remain standing as you are able as the academic procession leaves the auditorium. I now invite you to join James Whitley, a Dalhousie Voice student, in singing our national anthem.
glory.